It's Sunday, guys, so it's time for our weekly check-in, and as usual, we will be having a look at Brent oil. Now, the crude oil situation in the world is getting more and more complex and interesting. We have the sanctions against Russia. The G7 nations and Australia now agreed on a price cap of $60 per barrel. For Russia's seaborne crude oil. There will also be another cap for the rest of the oil in February, so in 2 months. But now tomorrow there will be a price cap. So if you want to buy Russia's seaborne oil, $60 per barrel. That's it. That's the top you're allowed to pay for it. And Moscow said that it will not sell its oil under the cap, and was now analyzing how to respond to this. Yet they have also been producing a lot of oil, more than expected perhaps, these last I believe weeks or perhaps even a month to exporting it to China and India and so on. And also we have the OPEC Plus, which has been quite a headache for us. I will show you just in a second. They reduced the production in order to, what I consider is to manipulate the market to keep the prices up. That obviously has not worked. It gave us quite a scare, but it did not work. And now we have, I read about 2 separate OPEC Plus sources that on Friday said that further output cut was not completely off the table. Given the concern about economic growth and demand, and I'm sorry, for me that is just pure bullshit. They just want to keep the price up, and they don't care about the world. They don't care about the recession, the state the world is in. They just want to keep the price up so they get paid a lot of money. And obviously for us this is not so good, because we are in a short position, actually in a double short position in crude oil. But as of now, we're still looking good. Let's have a look at the charts. All right, so we have the chart here in front of us, and as you can see, we entered here for the first time. That was soon, almost a year ago. And then we actually doubled down on this position, on this short position, in the end of the summer. And we had a nice, beautiful trend, continuing down. We had these lower lows, lower highs, and our Ichimoku cloud that acted as resistance is working beautiful. It's holding beautifully, and then we had this move, and this is the OPEC Plus manipulating the market. They basically decreased the amount of oil they produced. I believe it was 2 million barrels per day, so that they just simply removed, and that was the answer. Basically, that just the price went up. After that, we had this uncertainty, this side move, and then we continue. We resumed our downtrend. What I don't like about this chart is we didn't get quite as low as I was expecting, as I wanted to see, because for a trend, for me to consider this a trend that is continuing its path, we need to set new lows, new lower lows and lower highs. And as you can see here, this recent lower low is just on par with the previous one, which for me this just tells that no, we are in a side move. However, we are below the cloud. We have our targets. The first target is actually met. It was met on Monday. Even we just slightly touched it, and then we continued up, and we're gonna see what is gonna happen. But once we get more stabilized down here, this is the first target for us. We're gonna be very happy with this move, and we're gonna take some of the profits off the table. After that, we're gonna continue watching what is gonna happen, and we want to hit the second target, and then finally the third target. These three targets, I was looking at them for almost a year back, so you can see them on my channel. I have videos about this, and we're slowly but surely we are getting there. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the market responds to the price cap on Monday. Even though the world is a complex place, you have the OPEC Plus trying to manipulate, you have the Russians with the cap, and all what is happening. You have the recession that simply does not demand as much oil as it used to. I'm still confident that we are going to hit these targets, perhaps not all of them, perhaps not all three of them, but it doesn't matter. If we hit one, that is beautiful. If we hit two, that is amazing. And if we get all the way down to 60, I mean, then it's just an amazing 1 year play on the short Brent oil, and then we're gonna have to regroup and think if there's perhaps a possibility for a reversal. So, but we'll see. As of now, our short position is looking very good. We are below the cloud. We are actually touched the target, but I do not consider this as we've hit the target, not just yet. What I want to see this coming week is, yes, I want to see a continuation down. It is acceptable if we trade a little bit higher before we reverse down again. That is uncertainty. That is fine. Now, what I don't want to see is OPEC Plus more or less just manipulating the market again, as they see that this oil price is creeping down, so they want to keep it up, and they're just going to reduce even more. So as of now, I don't like OPEC Plus. That's pretty much it. So if they don't screw things up for us, I do believe that this is going to play out as a very beautiful 1 year trade on Brent oil short. So this coming weeks is going to be very, very interesting. And as always, I am checking in every Sunday to see what is the next move. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And if you want to see my next Sunday video, you can just click the link that's coming up here. And we are talking uranium. Cheers.